Hello friends, good morning, welcome to LeggLife. It is Saturday morning. I woke up early, kind of had a lazy morning. I've just been basically doing nothing, hanging out. I haven't been sleeping good since Sherri's been gone, and so I feel super tired, super groggy. I've not had coffee or breakfast, so those are going to be number one for me today. But before we go down to make coffee, I looked outside. This is what I woke up to. Lots and lots of snow coming down. And then I checked the weather, and they say that we're supposed to get several inches of snow today through tonight. That's not fun. You guys, you know I love Alaska. If you watch this vlog, you know I love Alaska. I'm kind of over it. Kind of done with winter. Super jealous of Sherri enjoying all of the sunshine and beaches in California and missing out on all of the snow. To deal with this, I need coffee. I decided for coffee this morning, I'm gonna grind up my very favorite coffee beans. These are from a place here in town called Uncle Leroy's. They are their whiskey beans. And I got this little hand grinder for Christmas when I wanna just do like one thing of coffee for myself. And so this is what I'm gonna use. All right, coffee's done. I got my Sasquatch mug. I'm gonna have half of a cinnamon roll for breakfast. I got this from Great Harvest Bread Company. Not as good as my friend Sarah's homemade cinnamon rolls, but I will say, pretty darn delicious. All right, let's talk today, shall we? Here's what we're gonna do today. It is currently the second Saturday of the month, and on the second Saturday, a neighborhood here in Anchorage called Spenard has a second Saturday. Our friend Sherri actually is one of the people who organized this, and what it is it's a time when businesses and organizations come together in the neighborhood of Spenard, and they have different events going on that day. It encourages you to go to Spenard, spend some money, support local businesses, that kind of stuff. Well, Spenard Second Saturday chooses a different nonprofit every quarter to support through sale of stickers, promotion, that kind of stuff. And this quarter, they actually chose Priceless, which is part of the nonprofit that I lead. It's our initiative that focuses on walking with survivors of human trafficking. So that's amazing. And it's amazing for a lot of reasons. First of all, awareness always precedes action, right? So until people know that trafficking is a reality and is a thing that is happening, we can't change it. So everybody who participates in Spenard Second Saturday now kind of gets to become aware about what's happening here in Alaska in the area of trafficking. That's cool. We're doing a thing today at Refuge City on Spenard, which is like a trafficking 101, like trafficking in plain sight, what to look for, to kind of raise awareness for the neighborhood, for the community. I love that. And then tonight, it's called the Great Big Heart Show. And you guys, this is so cool. There's a local restaurant called Middle Way Cafe, and every year during Valentine's season, they ask local artists from around Anchorage and around Alaska to contribute pieces of art that they display on their walls, and then they have a great big heart show. And they sell all of the pieces of art, and half of the proceeds go to support our nonprofit. It's so amazing, so cool. There's gonna be live music, there's gonna be lots of stuff. So I'm gonna bring you along. So I'm gonna go to Spenard Second Saturday. And the first place we're gonna go, once I finish my coffee here in a bit, is a Geek Swap Meet at our comic book store, Bosco's. They're in Spenard, and what they're doing today is a Geek Swap Meet. So I'm excited to go do that. Check out other Spenard Second Saturday stuff. I'll give you an update on Sherri's trip, which is going amazing. Like, she is having the time of her life. But we're gonna get out and do some fun stuff today, even though it's still gross and snowy outside. All right, and this is actually hilarious, the timing of it, because Sherri and I have been texting, and I just asked her how she's doing this morning, and here's all she sent me. Keep in mind, it is dumping snow outside, and here's what Sherri sends me. It is just a photo of her absolutely lounging outside at our friend's house in the sunshine. So Sherri wins. For sure, Sherri wins. All right, breakfast is done. Coffee is done. Time to get ready for the day. But before I get dressed, ready to go, I want to show you a couple things that I did last night that I really like. First of all, I hung this This plant holder is one that we found at a market in Juneau when we were there, gosh, I think for Thanksgiving, and have not had a place for it, and have this golden pothos plant, whatever. I think it looks really good right there, doesn't it? So when you walk up the stairs, kind of see it hanging there. And then one more plant thing downstairs. Look, there's Missy. We'll come say hi to her in a second. But here in the studio, we have this plant that was in a hanger here, but it just didn't really fit very well because, I don't know, it just didn't look right. It's more like vertical than like hanging over. And so I got this beautiful neon to fit in there, and I think that looks perfect. So got both of those yesterday, got the one upstairs hung, and I'm really, really happy with them. All right, now back to Missy. Missy girl, how are we doing? Nope, over here. There you go. How are we doing since your mom's been gone? Yeah? You surviving? Am I treating you okay? I will say she and I have had so many like good snuggles. She's been very cuddly, very lovey. As you can tell, she always is. She's just the best cat. I will say I am more of a dog person than a cat person, but I am just convinced it is impossible to not love Missy. What a good girl. All right, ready to leave the house. It is 24 degrees outside, so it's actually not that cold, which is nice. Stop number one is gonna be Bosco's, our comic book shop, because the Geek Swap Meet started 17 minutes ago. So let's get over there. I feel like I've gone to one of these in the past, but it has been a while, so I'm not sure what to expect, but I always like looking around Bosco's. They have all sorts of pop culture stuff, comic book stuff, D&D, magic, sports cards, basically all of that under one roof. I love it. Let's go check it out. All right, Bosco's Comics, Geek Swap Meet. Here we go. Also, this is kind of cool. I saw this online. Later today, they are having auditions for the Three Barons Renaissance Fair. If you want to, like, participate as one of the Ren Fair actors, that would be fun. Oh, wait. Geek Swap Meet in the events room. So, we're going this way. All right, so you can see we got lots and lots of stuff here, kind of all around the room. So a lot of things that are really cool here at the Swap Meet, but I do really like this Hercules. I think Sherri would love Meg, and check this out. They also have the Pegasus that goes with it. They have a whole section here at the back of Bosco's that is all just board games, and it's amazing. Like games that I have heard of, like Codenames, and then games that I just absolutely have not heard of. Like, I have no idea what the Lord of the Rings board game would be like, but they have lots of them. Also, I feel like the R2-D2 trash can is the way every trash can at comic book shops should be painted. This is pretty cool. Here in the sports section, they got some autographed helmets. See a Travis Kelce. I like that. And then down here, got some autographed hockey pucks, full-sized helmets. Got a Mike Tyson autographed boxing glove. All right, just left Bosco's. I did not buy anything. I almost bought a Star Wars Monopoly set because all of the Monopoly pieces were like little pewter Star Wars like figures, and they were so cool. But Sherri and I just like purged our games, and I felt like that would be going backwards if I bought a game after we just purged after we just purged a bunch of them. Bosco's is super fun. I'm not super into comic stuff. I'm not super into, like, I've never played D&D, I've never played Magic. But one of the things I love about going to Bosco's is that the people in there love that. And so it's like when you're around people who love something, you just can't help but like it. So I don't know, that was a ton of fun. Didn't buy anything. There was a Tolkien calendar for 2023 that I liked. They had a bunch of like custom art for each month, and it was only $5. But then I was like, well, we're already halfway through February, so didn't get it. Also, we don't need another calendar, but Geek Swap Meet, a success, even though I didn't get anything. I think next, I have a little less than an hour until the Trafficking in Plain Sight event, which is just up the street. So I think that's probably what's next. All right, so I decided to make one more stop. It's at a new store here in town called Rage City Vintage. Their slogan is for old souls and weirdos, and I think that sounds amazing. I haven't been yet. They opened maybe a month or two ago, and I'm excited to check it out. All right, this place is spectacular. You guys, I love it. Growing up, please tell me in the comments, everybody knew someone with a couch like this, right? These may be the coolest jeans I've ever seen. And then there's those. And then there's those. They just keep getting better. I actually found a glass decanter, and I've been wanting one of these, but I've wanted like an actual vintage one, not something new. I think this is gonna come home with me. And I love things like old coffee mugs, because it's just like every one of those feel like something we all had growing up. All right, that was the greatest stop. Holy cow, I'm so excited to take Sherri there. I bought two things. First of all, I got the decanter. And I could not be more happy with this. This is exactly what I've been looking for. It's not too big, perfect. But the next thing I got is my favorite purchase. It's not for me, it's for Sherri. I saw it hanging on a rack, and I went over, and the lady who makes it came over, and she's like, I just made these, they're one-offs, they're just for like this pop-up, and so let me know if you have any questions about it. And it is it's something that Sherri loves that you never see stuff from, especially not vintage stuff. So what she does is she takes old pillowcases, like pillowcases from all of our childhood, the characters we know and love. And she's like, I just feel so bad that these are just gonna go away. And so she turns them into totes. You guys, a rainbow bright tote. And this is like really thick. There's no way to like show you that, but here's one of the things that I love on it. It's got the deer down here on the edge, 1983 Hallmark on there. How cool is this? Tell me this is not Sherri. And it's really funny because when I checked out, the lady at the front counter like gasped, and she like looked over at the lady who sold it to me. She's like, you didn't tell me you had Rainbow Bright? There's only one of them. I got it. Well, Sherri has it. I couldn't be happier. That's such a fun purchase. So, Rage City Vintage, holy cow. That's a great store. That is a great store, and I will be bringing Sherri here as soon as she gets back home. Okay, it is, oh gosh, 22 minutes before the Trafficking in Plain Sight event. So we're gonna go across the street to Refuge City where the event is and get ready for that. All right, so just got inside. One of the things we have set up here is our Freedom Gallery. This is something we created a few years ago to kind of tell the story of some of our survivors in our program. We worked with a local photographer, Grace Adams, and then a local painter, Scott Spooner. And then Scott painted like the gold leaf over the photos. Aren't they beautiful? I love how it turned out. All right, so that event is done. Obviously I didn't show much in there other than the Freedom Gallery. I didn't want to show people or any of that kind of stuff. I have about 3 hours free until the Great Big Heart Show. I do need to change, but also I haven't eaten since the cinnamon roll. And it's 3 o'clock, and I'm really hungry. So I think I'm gonna get lunch, and then I think I'm gonna go home. Yeah, let's do that. Also, in case you were wondering, still snowing, still stupid. I decided for lunch I'm gonna go to a place here called Seoul Casa, Korean Mexican fusion. It is so good, and it was actually on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives recently, so very excited. Sure, and I love this place. The tacos are normally what I get, but they do have bulgogi egg rolls. But I think I'm going to do tacos. I think I'm gonna get one of the beef, one of the chicken. Actually, wait, the three amigos. It's one kalbi taco, one spicy pork taco, and one barbecue chicken taco. Yep, I'm getting the three amigos. All right, you guys, look how amazing this looks. There are my 3 tacos, corn tortillas, comes with chips, a little bit of salsa. I'm going to absolutely destroy these. All right, so this is the best day ever. They just came out and said they made an extra order of the, I think they're a Rangoon, and that's what I wanted them. The answer to that is always yes. I gotta tell you, that's one of the most underrated places in all of Anchorage. I feel like every time Sherri and I go there, we say that, and it rings true still. And it was super nice of them to bring me the rangoons, which were delicious. But after my tacos, I was so full. I only had a couple of them. I felt bad, like not finishing them, but there was no way. So come to Anchorage, like Sol Casa. It's next to the Bed Bath & Beyond on Diamond. Is amazing. Back home, I don't think I showed these. These were stickers they have for sale all around Spenard. You can see the Spenard Second Saturday, the little heart logo, and then it's got priceless. And then like our organization's information right there. Redefining and restoring hope for human trafficking survivors. And so they sell these, they're like $5 at businesses around Spenard, and proceeds from the stickers go to us. I thought that was kind of cool, so I got 2 of them. All right, since I got about 90 minutes or so, since I need to leave, I think I'm gonna take this time and read. I am going through this book, and as you can see, I'm not even quite halfway through it, and I feel like it's taking me forever. It's weird because I don't dislike it. If I disliked it, I would just stop reading it. But it's like I don't like it enough to be excited about reading. Does that make sense at all? But I figure I've made it this far through it. I can push through, finish it. So I'm just gonna relax, lay down here on the couch, and take a little time and read. All right, it's a little bit later. I've changed. I got a button-up shirt on, a little bit nicer than a graphic tee I was wearing earlier. Now heading to the event. I'm really excited. I've never been to this before. I don't know what to expect. I have no idea how many people will be there. I have no idea how much money will be raised, but I know there's live music. I know it's a cool venue, and I know it supports a great cause. So let's go. Bye, Missy. I'll be back in a few hours. No parties, no boys. All right, well, I actually have one more stop to make. I got a text from a couple of my team members who are already at the event setting up early, and they asked if I could bring them coffee. So let's get a couple coffees. All right, coffees have been acquired. Now let's head to the event. Middleway Cafe right here is where the event is tonight. So let me grab the coffees, let's head inside. I really have no idea what to expect tonight. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun though. All right, so you can see we have a whole bunch of art in here. I love this one. Like, look at this piece. Holy cow. And actually, I really love this. I kind of want this. All right, one of the booths they have here is a caricature booth, and we just got caricatures done. Amazing. You can see we've got our Freedom Gallery set up here as well. We have bracelet and card making down there. They've got some like crystal crown making over here. We've got face painting, and look at all the food. Meats, cheeses. Those look super good. Well, it's 9 p.m. and the event is over. It was a ton of fun. Mostly our team just like hung out at a table and talked. We had a few people come up and ask questions, but we kind of just hung out together, which was actually great. There was good music. I think they had like 4 different musicians play throughout the night. The art was awesome. The art was great. And it's up at Middleway Cafe until I think the last day of March. And so you can go in if you're in Anchorage, if you're in the area, you go to Middleway Cafe, all of the art sold, half the proceeds go to us, which is super cool. Again, helps us have the resources we need to walk alongside trafficking survivors kind of at their point of rescue. So I hope they sell lots and lots of art. And the art ranged from probably $150 to $3,000. I think $3,000 was the most expensive piece I saw there, but it was stunning. So, yeah, what a fun night. What a cool thing to go do. Now I have to figure out, you guys, I have to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. And normally we watch the Super Bowl with friends, Sherri and I, lots of food, festivities, fun. But Sherri's gone this year, not doing anything with friends. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't think I've ever, that I remember in my life, had Super Bowl Sunday free. So I'm gonna figure that out. I might go to a sports bar by myself tomorrow. I was thinking about staying home and watching the game. The problem is like food is such a big part of Super Bowl Sunday. And it's hard to make Super Bowl food for one person. Like, you need wings and you need nachos and you need dips and you need all of the other fun, delicious things. But making that for one is difficult. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You guys will see it, because it'll be in this vlog. But for now, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get some sleep, try to get some rest, and then I'll pick you guys up tomorrow morning. Hello friends, good morning. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Just woke up a little bit ago, came downstairs to make some coffee, get my day started. Didn't sleep great again last night, but you know what is great? Sherri Beth is at Disneyland this morning. She is having, you guys, she's having the most amazing week. She's been able to go to Walt Disney Studios, see like the Disney archives, the animation building, the studio lots. A friend brought her there and she's just having the time of her life. They're at Disneyland this morning, spending the morning and early afternoon there before going back to their house and watching the Super Bowl. And she has gotten to go to all sorts of bookstores. I don't know, this was so the right decision to send her down there, give her a little bit of a break in the sunshine. Our friends who she's staying with sent me a photo a couple days ago of Sherri just out in their backyard, absolutely like lounging in one of their chairs in the sunshine. And I was like, yep, that's Sherri in her happy place. And so she's super happy and she's having so much fun. I can already tell just like, even in the tone, we talked last night before bed, even in the tone of her voice, that she's just, she's feeling alive. And I love that. That was the whole goal of this trip. I think I've decided today for Super Bowl Sunday, I just spit, sorry. I think I'm gonna go to a sports bar by myself. I was thinking I could stay here, watch it myself. I was invited over to some friend's house, but I was like, you know what I've never done? I have never gone to a sports bar, like a packed sports bar, and watch the Super Bowl. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go yet. There's a sports bar here in Anchorage called the Peanut Farm that in my opinion is the best one. They have just like giant screens, TVs everywhere. It's amazing. So I think I'm gonna go there. The problem is that I think I would have to be there pretty darn early. So I'm actually gonna charge my laptop. I'm gonna bring my laptop with me because I can always like sit at the bar and do work. And I'm gonna bring my AirPods and I'm just gonna go sit and watch the game. That's my plan, if I can get space there, because it may just be totally crazy. Super Bowl. I'm excited. I love today. I love Super Bowl Sunday, but I need coffee because I am groggy and dragging, so I'm gonna make something to drink. Most days for coffee, I go, kind of like we saw yesterday, like a pour over or maybe an Americano. Those tend to be my two go-to coffee drinks. This morning though, I went with a blackberry white chocolate latte. I don't know why, it sounded comforting and warm. And when outside still looks like this, comforting is good. We did end up getting probably 3-ish inches of snow yesterday. The roads were kind of getting nasty on my way home last night. There were a few vehicles in the ditch, like driving home down the highway. So the roads are not the best. I'm not expecting them to be any better today because I think we're supposed to get snow off and on today as well. I did tell Sherri, maybe I told you guys this in the vlog. I told Sherri, I was like, you may want to extend your trip another week. Like, you are not going to be happy to come home to this. In fact, I was joking with her because we are going to like New Orleans and then Austin here in, what, like 3 weeks? Something like that. I was like, if you just want to meet me in New Orleans, we can do that. Or Austin, we can do that. So that you don't have to come back and deal with this snow because it is gross. But I'm going to go drink my latte. Just kind of rest a little bit. I might put on the TV, watch a little pre-Super Bowl stuff, and then let's get dressed and go watch the game somewhere. So rather than watching football stuff, I decided to get caught up on YouTube. Our friends Cam and Laura have a new video up, so I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, I'd say we got some snow. All right, here we are at the peanut farm. Now the question is, will we be able to get a seat? Well, got a seat, and you can see screens all around, right at the bar. All right, we probably have about a half an hour until kickoff. Just got my first thing of food. I'm starting with corn fritters. Next order of food is here. Went with wings because, well, football. Oh my gosh, the game just finished. What an unbelievable game. Oh my gosh. It was so fun watching it here at the peanut farm. Oh, I love it. You know you were in a sports bar for a long time when you come out and there are several inches of snow on your vehicle. All right, let's talk Super Bowl. As a football fan, I loved that game. That game was everything I could have possibly wanted it to be. I loved the halftime show. I'm a big Rihanna fan. I thought she absolutely killed it. There was a shot at the end of her on the elevated stage with the drone and it pulls back. That is my favorite visual moment of any Super Bowl halftime show. That shot, just visually, genuinely unbelievable. The game was amazing. I'm super glad the Chiefs won. I don't necessarily dislike either team. I just wanted a good game. But here's what I will say. You guys know I'm a Seahawks fan. I love Pete Carroll. I love Pete as our head coach. Don't think he'll be our coach for long, but I love him. Andy Reid may be my all-time favorite NFL head coach. He is just so freaking likable. Like, if you could tell me right now, Adam, you can go do anything with an NFL head coach, what would you want to do? Go on a trip, go do something? Nope. I'm eating cheeseburgers with Andy Reid. That's what I'm doing. Me and Andy, we're going to sit down and we're going to eat cheeseburger after cheeseburger while we talk football and life. That's all I want. It was also really fun watching here at the peanut farm. And this is one of the cool things about Anchorage, is that the Seahawks are far and away the biggest team here. But there are fans, because so many people from all over the country and the world moved to Anchorage, there are fans of every team. So I would say at the sports bar, it was probably like a third Chiefs fans, a third Eagles fans, and then a third people who were just like me, there to have fun. There was nobody who was annoying or rude that I saw. Everyone, even different people of different fans of different teams, were getting along and joking and having fun. That was one of my most favorite Super Bowl watching experiences. I was there for 5 hours. And just had the most fun. I'm so glad I came here and did this. Oh man, I also like watching football in Alaska because it's only 6:30 p.m. and so I can still go grocery shopping, I can go home and start laundry, I can still do things, and there's still time in the day. Amazing. Sherri and I were messaging a bunch during the game, and it's funny because she is not, she knows sports, but she's not really a sports fan. But even she seemed to enjoy this game. So, friends, that's where I'm going to end the vlog for the weekend. I love you guys. I know it was a little bit random, from a Geek Swap Meet to a work event to just randomness today. But thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, that's all. We love you guys so very much. And we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.